Cold War Road to Gold gun guide. In this video we're going to go over the Krig 6 assault rifle. This, in my opinion, is one of the better assault rifles in the game. I like the AK-47 a little bit better, but this is a close second or possibly even third if you like the XM4, but overall one of the better guns in the game. For the class setup, obviously primary has to be the Krig 6, secondary whatever you want. Tactical, I went with the stun grenade. Lethal, Semtex, my favorite setup. Field mic for my field upgrade. Wildcard perk greed as usual. Flak and tack for perk 1, even though I have engineer on here, I was just completing a challenge, but flak and tack is probably the best option to go. Perk 2 is gearhead and tracker. Gearhead is going to help you get your field mic faster, and you can also store 2 of them at a time. Tracker is just going to make it so where you can follow enemies a little bit easier. And then finally, perk 3, I put Gung Ho and Ninja. This is going to help you be able to reload while you're running and make your footsteps a little bit quieter. Highly recommend doing the 6v6 playlist, the face-off. This is a weapon you can use in core or hardcore. Obviously hardcore is going to be a little bit easier, but if you prefer core, it's not bad either. So for the class setup, the optic, I went with the Microflex LED. This is my favorite optic in the game. For the underbarrel, I went with the foregrip. This is going to help you with the horizontal recoil control. Vertical recoil control is pretty easy to handle. The horizontal is a different story, so that's why I went with the foregrip. For the magazine, I put the 40 round speed mag. That's just going to help you not have to reload as much, but if you do have to reload, it's going to be a little bit faster for you. For the handle, I put the serpent wrap on. This is going to help with your aim down sight time, make it a little bit more snappy, especially in the smaller chaotic playlists. Something like this is going to be really nice to use. And then I put the Raider stock on. This can help with your sprint to fire time and aim walking movement speed. All around, this class setup is just going to help you be a lot more aggressive and snappy, and it's not going to be too hard to go on longer kill streaks, especially with having like the 40 round speed mag in there. And you're playing hardcore, you should just be able to mow people down without any issues. As far as the camos, for spray, it's just get 300 eliminations. This one's self-explanatory, no need to go into any detail. Stripes, just get 100 headshots. In hardcore, everything's going to be a one-shot headshot kill. So this one should come natural over time. If not, just kind of focus on aiming a little bit higher than normal. And it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Like I said, going for all the other camos, this one should come natural over time. For classic, just get 5 kills without dying 20 times. So bloodthirsties with the Krig 6. Again, playing the face-off 6v6 is probably the best way to go, just because it's pure mayhem, and oftentimes you can get into the enemy spawn where they're all dropping in and mow down 3, 4, sometimes even the whole team. And this one shouldn't be too much of an issue. If you are having trouble, just sit back. The face-off modes, players are usually really aggressive, so if you kind of just sit back, let them come to you. Maybe just kind of switch around a little bit, because most time if people know that they're getting killed from the same position, they're going to try to flank that position. So maybe keep it fresh a little bit and just keep moving somewhat, but just kind of patrol your area. For geometric, just get 50 long shot medals. There are lines of sight in the face-off that you can get long shots, but what I highly recommend is doing the Nuketown and putting the Axial 3x scope on, and just, you know, cross mapping people on there. Especially if you find other players that are going for the same long shots, very long shot, done or blinded by your score streaks. This is where the field mic going to come in handy. And in the face-off, if you pop it down in the middle, as long as it's not destroyed, it should cover the majority of the map. So you could just pop it down in the middle of the map, and like I said, as long as it's not being destroyed, any kill you get after that will count. If you're going for long shots on Nuketown, just put up your spy plane and use that as well while you're getting long shots, and that will also count. For science, just shoot and kill 50 enemies taking cover from you. This one's not hard, it's just more tedious, just because it seems like players will be taking cover and you shooting them and they're not taking cover for some reason. It doesn't count. So there's a few spots that I do know that actually work are in Nuketown, where they're up in the buildings, up in those rooms. If you get players that are going up there repeatedly, just take your whole match and sit there and kill them doing that, because that's the quickest way. Other than that, this one's just kind of a luck by the grind draw type thing. There's really no other tips to give on that one, other than just try to find someone maybe who's camping behind a wall and shoot them before they can, you know, pop up and shoot you. But this one's, like I said, more tedious and more of a pain than anything. And then finally for psychedelic, just kill 2 or more enemies rapidly 25 times, just double kills. Once again, the hardcore 6v6 face-off, best way to go, just because there's so many people spawning around you at all times and so much action. Should be no problem at all getting 2 or more kills with this thing. And then finally, once you unlock all the camos for it, you unlock gold. When you unlock gold for all the assault rifles in the game, you unlock diamond. And once you unlock diamond for all the classes, you get DM Ultra. This is again a weapon that I don't like the camos on, just because it doesn't cover hardly shit for the weapon. Looks like maybe 20%. The base weapons are all, in my opinion, trash with the camos. The DLC weapons cover a lot more, so kind of disappointed that they didn't do this from the very beginning, add the camos to cover more like they do for the DLC weapons. But overall, like I said, in my opinion, this is one of my favorite guns to use. If I'm using assault rifles, I will switch between this, the AK, and the XM4. Those are probably, in my opinion, 3 of the better ones. But that's it for this video. If you guys did find it at all useful, feel free to give it a like, and if you want to see more like this in the future, drop a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.